contributes to the masculine at the home, and also every masculine contributes to the woman at home. So that is one of my biggest endeavor of bringing more harmony, peace to the families, because after all the hard work, you get to one place. By the time you feel I'm done, then you get into marriage and they say, hey, all these conflicts, I'm not ready for it, or misunderstandings. By the time you're out of it, you become a parent and say the responsibilities also. The cycle is going on and on. So one of my biggest mission is to bring in more harmony to homes, bring in more success to home, bring in two important categories which are affecting the families. 90% of the problems are money problems. That brings a lot of conflicts at home. And 90% problems, again, are communication problems. So if anybody can master these two things, like it's like they will understand the totality of life. So now coming to the well-being, I do not know, a couple of people were there, missed out, but I will continue from where I have to continue. Once again, well-being is all about how you function and how you feel. Very important. Okay, so we covered all of these. And remember, we all have done this affirmation last time. I take 100% responsibility for my physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, social well-being. So we cannot put this responsibility on anybody else. Rather, we have to take 100% responsibility for every aspect of our lives. So can we all affirm this once again, or take a minute and just say, take your hands, place it on your heart center, which is the most powerful chakra, Anahata chakra. The heart center is called as the Anahata chakra, and it is the source of love. And the love is the source of creation. Fear is the source of destruction. So are you welcoming life with love, or are you continuously encountering fear and worry? So we need to really change that sort of a perspective for us. So place hands on your heart center and say, I take 100% responsibility. It would be nice if you all can say it aloud, because it gets anchored, it gets registered in the universe. I take 100% responsibility for my physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, social well-being. You can add environmental well-being, you can add intellectual well-being, whatever means to you. Good. Thank you so much for saying that affirmation, because it's like planting the seed in our subconscious mind. Fine. So now we did some brain exercises last week, but now what we're going to do is we are going to look into the laughter therapy today. Now, when we talk about well-being, all of you just think for a few seconds, how many times in a day you smile, how many times in a day you actually laugh, and how many times you really laugh from your heart. Like, we need to say you are cherishing your life, you are savoring your life, you are experiencing your life. That is what I mean. So how many of you feel that you are living your life, not just existing, living? So in that context, laughter is one of the most low cost, zero maintenance medicine, which will enhance your state of being, because of which your hormones, the endorphins, start flowing in the body. So children laugh a lot. As we become adults, we rarely laugh, or when you're with friends, you laugh. So you have to have your own quotient of how many times you laugh in a day. But apart from that, Madan Kataria is a person who has brought this laughter therapy into lives and homes. So what I would recommend is every single day, you bring your family members, start laughing loudly. There may not be any reason for that. You just laugh it out, and when you laugh, your belly should shake. That is actually the objective of laughing. So today, we will do one or two laughter simple exercises. So first and the foremost is we put ourselves into a simple, namaste pose. And why do we do this? Is we are bringing the right side of the body and the left side of the body to balance. So I want all of you to get your hands together here and just hum. I do not know how many of you are. All of your mics are basically off. So you're going to do it aloud. We are not bothered about others, what others think. We are bringing that laughter into our life. So it is going to go like this. Laughter yoga, ha 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 ha. Laughter yoga, ha 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 ha. So, if you all can do this, it will be nice. And if you can also unmute your mic so I can hear your laughter, because it's going to be an energy exchange. So, yes. Anybody? Nice to see. Okay. Laughter yoga, ha 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 ha. Laughter yoga, ha 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 ha. Very good. So this is one of the simple principles to do. Now, what you're going to do is you are going to do a silent laughter. Silent laughter is basically you have to giggle. So I want you to laugh in such a way that you are getting the laughter, but you're giggling, but your body and your tummy should shake. So I want this is called as a silent laughter, which also enhances your well-being factor in your body. So sit silently, close your mouth, just smile. So when you are in the office premises where you can't laugh loudly, you can do a silent, simpler laughter mechanism to activate your belly, to activate your oxygen, to activate your circulation. Why? Because a person who laughs, automatically the state of being, the mental state of that person is very good. When do people become angry or agitated or annoyed is when the mental state is going berserk. So the more the balanced a person, the more the happier the person, the more the clarity they have, obviously the way they deal with life is very, very different because every second they're making a better decision. Every second they're thinking the right way. That is what we are actually aiming at. So when I talk to a lot of teenagers, when I talk to a lot of families, they say, hey, my child is giving a problem or my spouse is giving a problem. I'm not able to concentrate at work or I'm not able to focus on parenting. There are certain people who are fed up of resolving the things and they just gave up on sorting out the problems because our topic is family well-being. So that's why I'm not talking about colleagues. I'm talking about the family environment. So if one person is happy and balanced, automatically the other people also will have an ability to interact well, to gel well into that environment. If everybody is angry, if everybody is yelling, if everybody is shouting, if everybody is having a low well-being, obviously instead of solving the problems, they keep attacking each other. So that's why keeping our own well-being better, meaning to say, I take 100% responsibility for my physical, mental, emotional stability, then automatically all the time we don't react. Rather, we respond to life. We respond to people. So, which is very, very important. Now, I want all of you to take care of your simple, tiny class rhyme. Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa. Eating sugar, no, Papa. Telling lies, no, Papa. Open your mouth, ha, ha, ha. So, this is the rhyme, what we are going to do. But what we're also going to do is, this time, we also, I do not know how comfortable you are to stand up or so, but I will stand up as to actually how to do. Later on, you include your family members and try to do this. So it is going to go like this. Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa. Eating sugar, no, Papa. Telling lies, no, Papa. Open your mouth, ha, ha, ha. Open your mouth, ha, ha, ha. Open your mouth, ha, ha, ha. So this is how you are actually bringing in the element of laughter into your home, and people who are laughing, they're smiling, automatically your body is bringing in more endorphins and taking away a lot of stress, cortisols from your blood. Very, very important. So can we all do once again, Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa, and you have to become a child. Don't worry what others think. Don't worry if you're looking good. Do not worry if I'm looking matured adult. No, when it comes to well-being, trust me, we have to let go a lot of unwanted burden and baggage in the mind, lot of unwanted ego from ourselves. That is when we will take care of ourselves the better. Okay, so once again, all of you, please unmute your mics and just participate for your sake, because when we model well-being, it becomes easier for your family members also to model well-being. So if we are bad at handling anger or problem solving, automatically they also pick up. Recently, there was a mother who was telling that my child disrespects me a lot, and he doesn't know how to talk, he's a bad communicator. But when we actually was having coaching sessions, she said that how she reacts, how she behaves when she's going anxious or bad, and the similar pattern is picked up by the child. So we all have to understand what are our patterns of communication, what is our well-being quotient, how are we responding to the challenges in life. All these are very important parts. So all of us, Johnny.
Johnny.
Yes, Papa.
Yes, Papa.
Eating sugar.
Eating sugar.
No, Papa.
No, Papa.
Telling lies.
Telling lies.
Huh?
No, Papa.
No, Papa. Open your mouth.
Open your mouth.
Ha, ha, ha.
Open your mouth.
Open your mouth. Ha, ha, ha.
One last time, bring your whole self and laugh like when you laugh, there is a thunder in the sky. Open your mouth.
Ha, ha, ha.
Good. So, thank you so much for your beautiful participation, and all other people whose videos are off. In case you feel that it's good, it is like very nice to participate, because always we bring our energy and there's always an exchange of energy. So it would be nice in case you feel that you can open your videos. Okay. Now, just look into a couple of, the factors of laughter. Laughter is a medicine. It is like, it works like a medicine. And it's a great stimulant. And also, we reduce the number of times we laugh from 300 times to 20 times a day. So it is very important that we take care of this laughter, because it's like a priceless, medication. And also, what are the benefits of laughter is it strengthens relationships, attracts people, enhances teamwork, also adds lots of joy and jest, releases the anxiety and fear and stress, also boosts immunity and relaxes the muscles. Now, I wanted to just show you really that this was the message I got today in the morning. I wanted to understand that severity of the situation. So this is a true message. 1 second. Okay. So, this is true message from my client. Okay. And this is today's. Good morning, Sunitaa. My mother-in-law is having severe osteoporosis. The cost of her monthly expenses is approximately 2 lakhs. I'm not taking her husband's name. My husband and I are shocked and clueless how to source money. Her injections, medicines, tests cost up to 30 lakhs per year. One injection alone to be taken daily costs close to 7,000 rupees, that too getting directly from company. We have no idea what to do. We are not prepared for such expenses for my mother-in-law. So now we are looking at our patterns. How many of you have the pattern of relaxing yourself? How many of you are investing your time in keeping your mental well-being good without addictions? People have got into addictions of boozing, going to clubs. They forget about the problems. But I'm asking you, naturally, your ability to deal with problems or challenges, yet you experience that mental capacity and the stability, which are very, very important. Fine. So that is how it is going on. So going forward, health concerns are becoming very, very high. So please, in 24 hours of your day, at least put 30 minutes for your well-being. So how much ever goals you make, fine. There's a result happening. Okay. There's a resound happening. Okay, I think it's gone. So 30 minutes per day is your well-being routine. Time planning, financial planning, kids, parenting, whatever it is. So keep 30 minutes for your well-being. Well-being is the way you reflect on life, the way you see the quality of your life, the way you have your satisfaction quotient. Contentment quotient, very, very important. So on a scale of 0 to 10, as of today, how satisfied are you with the way you're carrying your life? So have a mental number for yourself. You need not write here. The way I'm moving forward in my life, depending on your family situations and circumstances in the work, how satisfied are you? How content are you? And how happy are you with the ways? This quotient I want you to know for yourself so that you know what to improve going forward. Nice. So, person who is laughing frequently, there is also an additional protection to the heart. Because it is increasing the joy factor. Obviously, your heart also breathes well, beats well. It is in its own beautiful rhythm. And also, laughter is also one more way of communication. Why? Because it is always welcoming. Laughter is always welcoming rather than having green faces or grumpy faces. And a person who generally is happy, you can't stop them from laughing. So it is a universal language of laughter, which is again a very beautiful, low cost, low maintenance well-being tool. So include this, do not forget laughter. Do this with your children, your family, and bring in the culture of laughter into your home to automatically raise the well-being quotient. Fine. So that is what we have done. And second thing is doing the simple Japanese technique called as a Jin Jitsu. So some of you, if I remember long back, I wanted to do more in life, meaning to say I want to do this, that, this. I was always explorative, and people who are explorative without a proper system tend to get a lot of anxiousness. So I did experience a lot of anxiousness. People literally used to say, "You're really anxious." So I did not know that I was anxious. I was aspirational. I was running here and there. I wanted to know many things, but I did not realize that I was not anxious, because at that age, when I was like 27, 28 and all, it did not impact my body and mind. I was anxious until people literally told me. So now in your life right now, you might get anxious during a commute, or you might get anxious during the kind of your projects you're doing. You might be anxious when people at home are sometimes non-cordial or not giving you the right kind of a presence or support or encouragement. There could be so many factors. So in case you're experiencing anxiety, worry, anger, unsaid anger, fear, or any of the things, one of the beautiful way is calm yourself down. And this technique is called as a Jin Shin Jitsu, which is a Japanese technique. So Japanese people have the longest lifespan because of their techniques. And you see people like 90, 98, 99 is common in Japanese culture because of the way of lifestyle. So whenever you feel that you're experiencing any sort of an emotional upheaval, what you're going to do is take your one hand and start cupping each finger. So let me just show you what each finger represents so that you have an idea. So the first and the foremost, thumb, it represents worry. So whenever you're worrying, for example, parents worry about children, or sometimes you worry about any of the EMIs you have to pay, or any of the financial, commitments, and sometimes you don't get the money in time, whatever it is. So worry is something which is creating a lot of upheaval in the body, and it basically affects the digestion. So whenever you're experiencing worry, what you're going to do is you are going to just wrap around your whole hand around that particular finger. And if you're just sitting for a few minutes, it does not mean that the situation will get solved. Situation needs their own attention, but you saw your reaction happening in your body. That worry, whenever we are getting worry, anxious, fearful, our cognitive brain shuts off. We mean to say we can't think straight whenever we are going through an emotional upheaval. So what you do is whenever you're feeling worrisome, or even sometimes children also feel very much worried when their close friend is not sitting with them in the classroom, or they are missing their childhood, friends when they move to other city. Or sometimes, recently I was talking to a small boy's mom, the boy comes to my music class, and the mother moved from Germany to Bangalore, and her father could not move because of the job and the financial reasons. This boy daily cries in the night, like very, very, what do you call, a traumatic way. So, mother is taking care of the child, but the father is in Germany. So now, what can the mother do? How, don't cry, don't cry. The boy will not listen because his body is reacting in a way. So this is what I suggested that mom, and every day before the boy sleeps, the mother takes care of the boy's all the fingers by just gently, and this boy has considerably improved really well with those sort of reactions. So the thumb is for worry. Now the second index finger is for fear. Whenever you have your fear, what happens is you experience a state of pressure on the kidneys. So kidneys get affected when you're fearful. We all know from the childhood, we have seen that even the children, when they're scared, they generally pee because the kidneys would not have any control on themselves when the kidney meridian is shutting off. So whenever you're experiencing fear, just take care of your index pointing finger. Now the middle finger is about anger. So if you notice that some of us are very good at expressing anger, some people don't express anger and they keep that anger within them and it starts boiling. And whenever your anger is increasing, your liver gets affected. Liver is the chemical factory of the body, and the liver is going to get that, the brunt of our anger. So expressing anger is very important. If you feel that the other person is not giving chance for you to express your anger, you should know how to release your anger. But if you keep that anger within you, it's like you're drinking the poison and waiting for the other person to die. So very importantly, either you express the anger or you release the anger. So for the time being, most of the people harbor this silent anger, unsaid, unexpressed anger. So I want you to just take a minute and think, which person creates anger in you? So anger is a response that you want certain things in certain way. It is not happening. The reaction is anger. We get angry when the things are not going the way they are supposed to go. So just close your eyes. Which person is triggering the anger for you in your home or the extended family circle? And after you identify, are you the person who would express that anger to them while you're getting angry? Or are you the person you would want to harbor it, store it? Or are you the person who learns to release the anger? So you should do one of these three things. So whenever you're angry, take care of the middle finger and just hold it. It will release your intensity of the anger. Because whenever there is an intensity of the anger, or you will see that your liver is affected and it will disturb the chemical factory functioning of your body. Ultimately, our body is basically a chemical factory only. That is very, very important for us to know. So now, as we move forward, then we have the what we call ring finger. It's all about the grief or sorrow, and basically, it generally affects the heart and the lungs. And the last finger is all about your self-esteem, your self-worth, and also how you see yourself. So I just want you to close your eyes and say, what is the way you see yourself? So what are you saying that you are lacking in any sort of a self-esteem or self-confidence, or the way you love yourself? All these things come under the category of how you experience yourself. So very, very important. And the more you allow the self-love for yourself, the more you allow the way things unfold for you, your lens of life is very different. That means you will start not surviving and just existing. Rather, you will be celebrating and cherishing the life. So you have to identify this. How am I seeing myself? This is very, very critical important. So this is called as a Jushin Jitsu. So anytime you see that your spouse or your child or yourself are going through any of those emotions of anger, fear, worry, sorrow, and especially lot of the students right now whom I talk to, like 8th grader, 9th grader, 10th, 11th, many of the people said this one thing, that they experience high amount of the social anxiety because we are in a digital world. There are so many expectations. If we fall short of it, then they feel they're out of place. They feel they're not included. They feel they don't fit into that category. So many teenagers, I heard this word. I go through tremendous amount of social anxiety. That is one thing. And most of the people talk about the procrastination. They say, we know what to do, but we procrastinate. So that is one of the biggest thing. Many people say, in case any of you are also having a similar thing, that you know what to do, you know how to do, you know when to do, in spite of all that, if you're procrastinating, then also that should come under the well-being factor. Well-being factor is, again, I take 100% responsibility for my growth and progress, and I better do what I'm supposed to do. And over the years of coaching, I'm really particular about these things. It is all about what you do at the right time, in the right order, and also in the right direction. So it's like a simple example is, imagine a pearl necklace. Okay. So imagine all these pearls are expensive, like one lakh, for example, all the expensive pearls. And now, in order to hold all the pearls together, I need a string. The string will cost 100 rupees. 1 lakh of the pearls, expensive pearls, are held by a string which is only 100 rupees. Now, if I have to wear, I need those two hooks, okay, the right side hook and also the left side hook. And these hooks could cost only 20-25 rupees, that's all, or even less than 20 rupees or 5 rupees hook. Now, even though I have the right hook, 1 lakh of pearls, and the 100 rupees of the thread or whatever the binding thread, right hook, but still if I don't have the left hook, I cannot wear the necklace. So that is what, even though you're doing 99% of the things right, that 1%, because of that 1% error or deviation or mistake, you don't get to wear that necklace. So I have to be clear that, hey, this left hook also is important, right hook also is important, the string is also important, the pearls are also important. So most of them think that I'm really working hard than others. If somebody is working 50%, they think I'm doing good by doing 60%. But let me tell you, it has to be the right combination and the right path in the right direction at the right time. So anybody who is procrastinating, they will feel that they're always doing a little later time, like, all the time moving ahead of the time or behind the time. So that also is a part of your well-being. If you are disciplined, your well-being quotient is very, very high. Fine. So I would recommend that you take care of this Jushin Jitsu principle also in your well-being routine. As I told you, your anxiety affects your stomach, or your fear, and your emotions of sorrow. Everything affects all these organs, and it impacts them. It makes them shrink or constrict. Now, one of the most important and very, very favorite technique of mine is emotional freedom technique. Basically, it was done by Gary Craig, and this is one of my very, very favorite techniques. So what we're going to do is we are going to just briefly understand what are the points to be tapped. So there are basically 12 points on the body. Whenever you feel that you are off-centered, you feel that your brain is clogged, you feel that your brain is not working, you feel that you're very dull, but you have something challenging to do, I recommend that you do the EFT, because it takes care of all the major 12 meridians of the body. So there are major meridians and the minor meridians, like unseen threads of energy passing. Like imagine if I'm in this room, I can just go and switch on the light button and the light glows, but you can't see the electrical wire because it is passing within the wall. Similarly, you can't see the gravity, but the gravity is operating. We can't see the electricity, but electricity is operating. Similarly, our energy system is also operating in our body, which we can't see, but the meridians are passing. So there are basically 12 meridians going through the body. Now, what we do is, I generally do EFT 2-hour workshop separately, but since we are doing a brief session, I will show the points and I will show you what to do. You can practice. So these 12 points are this point is called as a karate chop point. So what we do is we tap here 7 times, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we go to the zero point and we tap 7 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After that, we go to the corner of the eye, and every time, the moment I touch this, it will take care of my intestine. If I touch this, it takes care of my another urinary system. It takes care of the digestive system. So the moment you touch, that meridian is getting balanced out. So 7 times, 1, point number 1, 2, point number 3, point number 4 is the cheekbone, point number 5 is above the lips. Below the lips, point number 6. Point number 7 is basically the collarbone. Very, very important point for anxiety, anxiousness, sorrow. If you see older versions, and if you have seen a movie called Rudali, basically earlier when anybody used to die, they used to go and tap here, they used to do this as a grieving mechanism because that sorrow has to get out of the body. So this is very, very important point, a collarbone point for stress and anxiety. Meaning to say, whenever you're going through stress, just take your hands and start tapping here. Your stress response in the body will get nullified. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 collarbone. Now underneath the armpit is 0.8. Underneath the armpit, which is the lymphatic system, like the drainage system in the bathroom toilet. We have a lymphatic system to clean all the things we eat, healthy, unhealthy, junk food, everything. So this is very important. Detoxifying channel, very important underneath your arms, that is armpit. So 8 point. Then we come to the fingers of the hand, and we just don't touch this ring finger, which is directly connected to the heart. We don't use this. Other than that, we tap here, 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 here. So let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So can you all just count once? 1, 2, 3, cheekbone 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, corner of the finger 9, 10, 11, and don't ever touch the ring finger, which is connecting to the heart, and 12, that is your little finger. So now how does it work? Let me show you. Now imagine just before you go to the office, there's a fight at home or a conflict at home or a misunderstanding at home, and you just have a presentation to do, you have something to deliver, but your brain is going berserk with anger. So example, imagine if I had a fight with my husband at home, but I have something to do. Then what I do is I have to do like this. So this is called as a very, very powerful technique called as emotional freedom technique, which has 2 parts, tapping and scripting. So imagine if I'm going through anxiety and anger. So I would start like this. You are not lying to yourself. And how many times we lie to ourselves? Like you go to office or you go to a place, you're so sad and somebody asks you, how are you? Yeah, good, great. We do say that, right? But deep inside, you must be having a bad day or very bad situation. But we don't say that, no, that I had a bad day or I'm feeling sad. We don't say, how are you? Yeah, great, must everything fine. So what is happening is here, we are not in any sort of a missed untruth, but we are true to ourselves. Like, and if you're very angry, you have to say on a scale of 0 to 10, I'm fuming with anger and my anger is 9 on 10. If your anger is only 4, you can say, I'm a bit angry or upset. But if you're very angry, very upset, you say, it's like, I'm very, very angry. So I'll show you how it's to be done. And you have to pick up and you have to do yourself. Okay. So even though I'm feeling very angry, and on a scale of 0 to 10, I'm feeling a number 9 out of 10 as an anger. I'm fuming with anger. And I'm feeling angry because my husband fought with me. I know for no reason. He did not understand. He just yelled and shouted at me. And I'm feeling terribly, terribly angry. And I feel very upset. And I feel my brain is completely clogged. And I'm feeling very, very angry and upset at this moment. And I choose to release this anger from my body because you do not have the time to talk at that time in the morning time when you're leaving for office or whatever your timelines are. You do this and completely you come back and now put the hands on your heart center and say, I completely, deeply love and accept myself. So this is called one cycle. So I keep tapping 7 rounds, automatically the anger will reduce and that fury or angst or anger, anxiousness, all will reduce. Within 7 rounds, you become normal and you will say, I will address this later. Right now, I'm clear-headed, I can think straight, I can focus, and I can attend to what is the most important thing. Otherwise, if a person is angry, they say the wrong things, they blame with the wrong way, they damage the things in a worst way. So even though I'm feeling very, very upset that my child is not knowing how much of hard work I'm doing, so much I'm providing to them, but my child is not recognizing, and this he disrespects me, and I feel so sad about it. I do not know what to do, but I'm feeling very, very upset. And I choose to release this upset from my body, mind, heart, and soul. And I completely, deeply love and accept myself. So you remember we were talking about basically, you remember we were talking about how do you release the things? Releasing the things from your system is very important. The more and more and more and more you store, that is the root cause of the problem. And let me announce a very important line, which I want all of you to pay attention to. Majority of the people are experiencing depression, schizophrenia, dementia, lot of problems. The root cause is this. The root cause is fear, worry, anger, unsaid anger, unexpressed anger. Stress is the root cause. You think that nothing is happening, I'm fine, I can deal with it. You will deal with it, but it gets stored and stored and stored and stored and stored. That is what takes a toll on your well-being system. So, on a daily basis, how people sweep the home every single day in the morning, by the end of the day, you should be able to sweep out all your angst and your irritation, your annoyance nature and frustration. Everything should be cleansed out of your system. And before you sleep, I completely, deeply love and accept myself. Today, I'm content about this. Today, I'm feeling the satisfaction of doing this. Though I have all these goals, which are still unmet, but I know that I'm on the right path, in the right direction, and I'll be doing the things at the right time and with the right amount of the productivity. You remember when we talked the first time, every family needs peace, productivity, progress, and prosperity. So if you want to do all of these, a person with good well-being can achieve all of things, and we do not leave it to the fate. Fate can happen, unexpected situations can happen, but still, when you are in control of yourself, when you're in control of your vision, your thought process, obviously you can achieve peace, satisfaction, bliss, love, respect, and that is when you create your life, and that is when you celebrate your life, which is very, very important. So this is one of my favorite technique, and I use this EFT on a daily basis because I also go through stress, because continuously I'm coaching a lot of people till late night. So I have a time sense anxiety. Because, by the time I'm done with this, then there'll be another message from another client. Then I have to answer to them. Then I have to see, because they don't reach out because they're happy. They reach out to me because they're in trouble. So, and I don't ignore anybody's message. So I'm continuously, so I have a time stress. So for me, when I'm okay, even though I'm feeling very stressed about the time, I feel that I'm continuously busy. I completely, deeply love and accept myself. So you can use this EFT technique for any sort of stress, anxiety, fear, worry. And also teach this to your children. If they're very small, you can hold your hand tap their points. But if you can teach them well-being practices, trust me, that is the one of the most important needed gift for your family. Don't ever think that my son is smart, they are very brilliant, they are very, very, smart, and they go to the best school, done. No. The biggest problem is everlasting stress, which the generation is continuously feeling and continuously getting lost. So we better learn the right techniques and help them also. Right. So then what else? Okay. So there's a very simple technique called as a Ho'oponopono technique. So in case in your family, if anybody is not in sync with you, you feel that they are continuously misaligned with you, you can say these 4 words to them mentally or in your mind. Close your eyes and imagine them and say, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. So this is one of the simplest method. Anytime you want, you can study further, you can do research, but right now I'm not explaining much on this. But it is also well-being technique to the people who are hard on you. Any person who is not able to align to you, any person is not able to get your true intention and they're creating ruckus and problems for you, just bless them and say, thank you, I'm sorry, I love you, I bless you. Suddenly their energy towards you will shift and they will be in the best cordial nature to reach out to you. And hard time can be given by spouse also, sometimes in-laws also, sometimes our own parents, our own siblings. It can be given by anybody. So we can use this Ho'oponopono technique. And we have done the brain exercises last time. And let me add 2 more exercises, which you must have done earlier. But last time we have done this particular exercise, if you all remember, and we have done a brain exercise, this. So those of you who were not present last time, let me quickly do this because we will close in time because I have other sessions after this. The first thing is you are activating your brain. Our brains are getting tired and taxed because of overstimulation and over distraction. So our brain is losing its capacity to really hold the focus and do the right thing. So it's our important decision to take care of your brain's activity, sharpness, and also the ability to maximize the demanding work. Why? Because people in this era are expected to be multi-talented. It's very important that that is what multi-skilled I mean to say. So if you want to do that all these things, then you have to have a sharper brain, and we activate the brain through proper brain exercises. So what we do is outside the right hand, you just pedal the right hand and left hand inwards. So since majority of the videos are off, so I would not know whether you're doing it right, but at least you try it because these are all very, very important things. So it goes like this: out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. So you can teach this to your children. Also, very importantly, when they study or when they're doing amazing things, the brain is really, really sharpened. So not both outside, not both inside, one out, one in, one out, one in, one out, one in. Now, the second exercise, what we have done is basically make a fist and use your thumb and your pinky finger. So it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have done this in session 2. Now do an 8 figure, write an 8 figure in the air and draw it in such a bigger way that your right brain and left brain is activated. Vertical, and then you can do horizontal and vertical 8. So every single day, as I told you, 30 minutes is for your well-being. In that well-being, your brain sharpening exercises are mandatory for any age. If you don't want to get into the stage of forgetfulness, dementia, schizophrenia, which is happening maximum in this era, because I'm in this field, I know. So I'm literally pleading people to take the well-being into the hands and start doing this. So this is one. Now what we do is another exercise is basically tap your head and rub your tummy. Tap your head and rub your stomach. So this is also a brain gym exercise. Not rubbing. One is tapping, one is rubbing. So tap your head, rub your tummy. Ulta, tap your head and rub your tummy. Others, I hope all of you are doing so. I can read the names: Sai Kumar, Ravi, Shrutish, Ravanti, Dinesh, Lokesh, Hanit, Yamini, Girishma, Anvesh, Zakis, Sajna, Ujjwala, Leela, KVS. Okay. So I hope all of you are doing. Let me tell you, these are very, very valuable. So it's my urge that you all bring it to your homes, right? Now, after that, what we do is basically take your hands and just curl them around like this. Use your thumb and your index finger and start curling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you use your other finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But when you do with joy and smile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because what differentiates us, human species, is the brain, the capacity to think. No other species can achieve what the humans are achieving. So we have the marvelous mind. And if you're underutilizing that through procrastination or not doing amazing things, it means that we are not maximizing the magical brain power. So it is our moral responsibility to keep our brain intact also. So very importantly, do this and all the fingers, curl them. So this also falls into one of the important brain exercise, very important. And finally, we will do a quick. Did anyone do this last week? Every hour, did anybody declutter that? Every hour or every 3 hours, you're saying that I choose to release whatever is not serving my physical, mental, emotional well-being. So if you're, that is one of the most important techniques. These look simple, but they're very powerful. It will help you achieve all your dreams. In order to achieve your dreams, you need maximized energy. If you are tired, dreaming, lazy, sleepy, not able to do, don't expect bigger things to happen. All the people who are achieving, they are on the go. They keep themselves intact. They go about achieving the things because they know every part of themselves, what is helping with the journey. But we want the greater things, but we do not want to do things. Then it is like a unrealistic expectation, right? So now, because we are already at 9:54, the last important technique for every person is to introduce the system of gratitude into your life. So every single day, not saying, rather having a gratitude diary. So really buy one gratitude diary. If you have 4 people in your home, buy 4 diaries and pen. Give this gratitude diary every person. Trust me, before you're sleeping, just write, I'm grateful for beautiful day. I'm grateful because I could accomplish my task. I'm grateful that I have a wonderful family. I'm grateful that I have not I have this house, that bank balance. No, I'm grateful that I have a working mind, a working body, and a mind where I can make better decisions, a mouth which is very powerful that I can talk powerfully, influence myself, influence others, do good things in the life. How powerful it is when you know what all are your real assets. If nothing is there with you, what defines you is what you have gathered. So if you have developed that capacity, it is amazing. So you write, I'm grateful that I have a working body, working mind, and everything like functional in me. I'm grateful that I can experience joy. I talk to a lot of depression patients. So you know what they say? They can't feel. They can't feel sadness. They can't feel happiness. Meaning to say, they lost that emotional range completely. They're just existing. They don't know what is happening. So we are so lucky. We can experience anger, we can experience joy, we can experience sadness. Imagine a person, there is no anger emotion. Then, if for bad things also you're smiling, then that's a problem. So, anger is required to tell them that, hey, you're doing something wrong, I'm not liking it. So, every emotion has a value, and we are lucky that we can feel all the emotions. Don't ever say, no, I shouldn't get angry. You should get angry. When things are not going right, you should know how to express without damaging, and you should have the whole range of the emotional expression and also the experience. And before sleeping, you write, I'm grateful for. So in the chat box today, can you write, what were you grateful for in the whole of 2022? How many of you feel that you experienced some challenges and because you dealt with that, you became a much more empowered person? So sometimes there's a time where you have to be grateful for the unexpected challenges which came your way and which have turned you out into a very amazing, empowered person. So I want you to take a minute and just write 3 points. What are you grateful for in 2022? It's good if you can write in the chat box general things, or whatever you feel. So let all of us prosperity. Very good. Others, I request all of you write this. This is going to be once we are grateful, the channels of abundance open. Meaning to say, good things start flowing into your life, amazing things start happening in your life, and also the miracles start happening in your life. So, miracle, there's a difference between magic and miracle. Magic is, magician has to do a lot of this jugaad to hold that, pigeon inside and show you. Like, they have to do this magic. But miracle is, you didn't expect, but that is happening inside, that is a miracle. So, when we are grateful, all amazing things happen. And I have been practicing gratitude for more than 8 years regularly. So I would also request you, if you are following a system of gratitude, lot of well-being, good things start flowing into your life, doors of abundance would open, and you feel like, wow, just life is going great. So that is what it's all about. You celebrate. So I feel great about, I started my career. I see that from Ujjwala. Very nice. Others, Jayashri, health. Okay, grateful for health. Okay, Ajita, what are you grateful for? Dinesh, decisions made amazing. Okay, beautiful.
Girishma also responded, I guess. I'm grateful to the decisions I have made.
Yeah. Yes, right. Okay.
And Shekhar, career progress.
Yeah, career progress, Ujjwala, about the career, Jayashri, health, Dinesh, decisions, Altaf, spending more time with family. Amazing. So you could include this also. So once again, I'll just recap about how do you bring laughter into the home, which is a priceless, low maintenance medicine. Bringing Jinshinjutsu for anxiety, stress, worry, inevitable, trust me. If anybody is waiting that there's no stress in life, everything is going to go cool, trust me, it's not going to happen. It's going to be like oxygen is every time there. Stress, anxiety, worry is going to be these are the components of this era. The better you are engaged and the better you know how you get rid of all these through tools is the only way. And using gratitude, using Ho'oponopono, using EFT, this will increase every person's personal well-being. If everybody is increasing the personal well-being quotient of the family's health, happiness, relationship, success is inevitable. And it brings a lot of grace into the home also. So we need the universal divine grace also to navigate through life, obviously. So all of this is possible. So with this, we will be completing 3 sessions, what we have covered so far. And thank you for being part of this journey. And thanks to Alignity, thanks to Gopi. Gopi happens to be my younger brother. So I'm so happy that he has actually given me an opportunity to share my knowledge with the group. And also thanks to Mr. Srinivas for coordinating all these talks. Thank you so much. And I'm so happy to be sharing my experience to bring in more harmony and well-being into families. And obviously, every person is celebrating and cherishing and creating their life. Okay, with this, I warmly close the session. And anything else, if anybody has to ask or share or say anything, I would definitely be there for another 3-4 minutes. Then we can close.
Thank you, Sunitaa garu. Let me announce it or tell the other people who are not aware of it. Like Sunitaa garu very recently received Global Business Awards, which is given to her by Shilpa Shetty in Mumbai. Let us give claps to her on this great achievement.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Andy. And members, if you have any questions, you can ask her, and she'll be there to give the answers.
Thank you
Any
all
questions?
for your congratulatory messages. Yes. It's like what I would be basically happy with is if you can just write one thing as a takeaway, like though it could be a reminder, though it could be a story that you have forgotten in between, or you say, uh, how do I start this and forget in the middle, or anything which comes as a reminder for you or as an insight, it would be very nice for me to know, hey, this is what reached out to this group or anything. So if one thing is one takeaway from either the people who attended all the three sessions or today's session, it would be nice for me to know as to what has reached the participants.
From my side, mind exercises.
Okay, that's really amazing. Nice. Anything else? Like, you can chat, you can just put in the chat box, also share also. All are good for me. Okay, nice. Ho'oponopono activities look easier but difficult to practice. Even if we do one technique, what you've shown, it's more than a brain exercise, gratitude diary. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing what you picked up, Jinshin Jitsu. Amazing. So basically, like if I have to just share my one of the most important transitioning area in my life is, so I would always consider that earlier I was like an ordinary thinker doing things in the ordinary way. What has really brought a shift in maximizing a lot of things is I would say the thought process itself, and the thought process, or thanks to the modalities of coaching, which has opened lot of unconscious potential means we don't even know that we have that potential. So that is what has changed and transformed my life. So I literally encourage a lot of people to have that reflective thought processes. Am I following ordinary thinking, or am I following great thinking, or am I following extraordinary thinking? So that could be a completely 360 degrees of shift in the life transformation of how the thought process is manifesting and improving day by day. So that is what has helped me, and also included a lot of well-being practices to maximize the capacity to learn more, do maximum number of things. Like, people do this much work in this much time. People also do this much work in this much time. So I wanted to really look into this. How can I maximize? So anybody is wanting to maximize things. One is the thought process, the decisions, and your productivity and well-being. Okay. With that, I take opportunity to thank all of you for being part of these sessions. And I would say bye for now, because I have to get into other sessions now. Thank you so much, one and all.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
The members, we have an announcement. Like some people joined today without registration. So we request them give their email ID, so that whenever in future we conduct this kind of seminars or webinars, we'll be sending them emails and we'll be in touch with them. So please DM your email IDs and your phone numbers to Shekhar, or you can put it in the public chat. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, Sunitaa, once again.
Thank you. Wishing all of you a great start, 2023. So with that, we close. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.